Yo, 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 welcome to the Steele Speaking Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Steele.
I'm your co-host, Jordan Siff.
Okay, hey guys, please bear with us. We're on we are trying to do this. It's first podcast. Oh, that's us. We're trying to do it. Okay, so for me, I have played sports my entire life: football, basketball, track. Currently, I'm a freshman at North Carolina A&T, and I'm trying to get on the track team there. I'm working towards that right now. And what do you do, Jordan?
I also have been playing sports all my life, football, basketball. I'm currently a junior at Oscar Smith High School, where I am on the track team doing shot put and discus. We're now almost halfway into our indoor season.
Okay. You're a junior, right?
Yes,
You
I,
said
I
that?
said that.
Oh, I was not paying attention. My fault. Okay. So let's get into sports for today. So for the past 2 or 3 weeks, the college football playoff has been going on. 12 teams for the first time ever. Last year and in the previous 8 years, there was always 4 teams. And so this year, 12 teams and there's 4 rounds. And the first round was pretty much a dud. No game was within 10 points at all. So I don't really have any takeaways. That the team that was supposed to win, they won by a lot. So the first real good game was in the second round, Boise State versus Penn State. So Penn State came in here 12-2 record, and Boise came in 12-1 record. I had a key matchup written down, which was Ashton Jeanty, who is the best running back in college football, versus the Penn State defense, which is one of the best in the country. I came in with a feeling that I had a feeling that Jeanty was going to get shut down because they have a lot of tape on Jeanty. He had over 2,000 rush yards a season. He was a Heisman finalist. He should have won it, in my opinion, but we'll leave that alone for another day. But I knew that Penn State was going to come in here aggressive, which they did. They stacked 9 people in the box to stop Jeanty, which pretty much limited him all game. He had his worst game of the season with 104 yards on 30 carries and averaged 3.5 yards per carry, which was not really that impressive. And it just disappointed me a little bit because I wanted to see Jeanty go far, maybe make championship, but it just didn't happen. So
Yeah, to piggyback off of him, there was a heartbreaker for me just to see Genty be shut down, even though he put over 100 yards on that game. Also, that he didn't get the most rushing yards in a single season record that is currently held by Barry Sanders.
you didn't know that.
Um,
You did not know
and
that.
I
You did not
also,
know.
I also, I also think he should have won the Heisman over Mr. Most snaps. Yeah, he should have won that. But you know, on to the.
No, we're not done with the game.
Go ahead.
I had to keep
On to
going.
you.
Okay, so yes, the defense did do good. Offense did enough. Tyler Warren had 2 touchdowns. I think he's the best tight end in the country. He literally can play every position on offense. He can be a lineman, he can block, he can receive, he can even throw the ball. He's done it a few times this year. So this game, yeah, he had 2 touchdowns. One really, Jordan?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Really? Are you
Excuse me.
serious?
Excuse me.
Jordan, come on, bro. We gotta get canceled first.
For a burp.
First podcast. Please
Cancel
bear
for a
with us
burp.
because he doesn't know how to.
Guys, I said
Yeah,
excuse
please bear
me.
with us. Okay, so yeah, and the final score was 31-14, Penn State. I would have loved to see, like I said, Jency win because if he would have won this game, it would have proved that he could have been Heisman, beating a defense like that. But he lost, so I guess people gonna still say Travis Hunter won. But now Penn State moves on to face the winner of the next game we're discussing, Notre Dame versus Georgia. Now, Georgia, let's make a precaution, call it whatever it is. Georgia did not have a starting quarterback. Carson Beck injured his UCL out for the season when they played Texas in the SEC championship game. Let me move this camera. My fault. You can't see my fault. Okay, so They had Gunnar Stockton, his first start, sophomore, first start, and hasn't played much all year, going against the Notre Dame defense, which average allows 13.8 points per game. Y'all could probably guess how that went. Notre Dame won the game 23-10. And they are going to play Penn State. And the whole game, they couldn't. The offense couldn't do anything. Georgia offense could not move the ball because the quarterback was not ready for that defense. Like, their defense has Xavier Watts, the best safety I think in the country besides Caleb Downs. He shut him down, sacks, all of that. Then they had 2 forced fumbles. One was actually lost. And then to start the whole second half, kick return to the house. Like, Notre Dame just whooped up on them all game, and now Georgia has to go back to the drawing board for next year and try to figure this thing out because Carson Beck has left. He's going to the draft, and I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, I guess, there are new commits, Zachariah Branch and his brother, Zion, that might help Georgia. As a Bama fan, I don't want to see that. I'm actually glad that Notre Dame won. I had them from the start. We already beat Georgia, but Texas couldn't.
I mean, they make the playoffs, so that's all I'll be.
Okay, okay. It was. Jalen Milroe sucks. Just so we know.
Yes, he does suck. Milroe, you suck. If you see this, Milroe, get better.
You suck.
You do.
Okay.
I can't even like you're a running back. Just be a running back, bro. For real. Stop throwing the. We can't throw the
The
ball.
offensive coordinator was right. You weren't fit to play quarterback.
Just play running back, bro. You already big enough to play it. Okay, let's leave that alone. Okay, yeah. So Notre Dame to next round. The offense didn't even like do much either. It was just defense. Like just like last game, Penn State offense did a little bit. Defense carried. Same thing with Notre Dame. They had one touchdown on offense, and the rest of that was just field goals or they just got stops over and over against Georgia. That was the whole game. Now, next game, Texas versus Arizona State. This was the closest game the whole playoffs. Double overtime. Texas win 39-31. Texas blew a 24-8 lead they had in the fourth quarter. They were up 24-8 and blew it within 5 minutes. All thanks to Cam Scatterbo, the second best running back in the country. I think he's dog. They had him stuffed the first half. He couldn't do much anything. Second half comes, he's throwing up on the sideline. He's tired. He's doing everything he can for the team, and he got no points. They finally one play, fourth and I think it was 1. Hey, fake, do a pitch. He takes the ball, throws it, wide open guy. Well, not wide open. He was between 2 defenders. He caught it, ran in for a touchdown. They got 24. It's 24-2. At that point, 14 because they did have 8 points. They get 2 points, 24-16. Then the next possession, Quinn Ewers decides to throw a pick. Threw it deep to Isaiah Bond. Underthrew him, though. Picked off. And then, next drive, the next play, Sam Levitt, the quarterback for Arizona State, throws it down the field to guess who? Scatterbo. And he takes it while Michael Taft, the safety for Texas, is grabbing onto his shoulder pads. Takes it and grabs his helmet, rips it off, keeps running, and brings him down finally in the red zone. They get the flag because face mask, 15 extra yards. And boom, they're in the red zone again. They score again, and they hit 2-pointers. So 24-24, and it spans like 3 minutes. And then they go to overtime. And I was staring like, Texas is not playing the best game. But I had a feeling Texas has too much talent to lose that game. So they weren't going to lose that game. Overtime, Arizona State scores first, 31-24. Texas comes back. A few plays messed up. 4th and 13. Quinn Ewers decided it was time to finally play football because he wasn't doing that much often in the game. And he threw the ball down the field. Matthew Golden, wide open touchdown. On to second overtime. And this overtime, you have to go for 2 second overtime. And Texas came out there. First play, they got off the commercial break. As soon as they got off the commercial break, you see the ball thrown down the field, wide open, Gunnar Helm, touchdown. Texas takes the lead, gets a 2-pointer. And Arizona State had a chance to tie the game, or Texas had a chance to end the game. 3rd and 8, Sam Levitt back, drops back the pass, throws it, Andrew McCouba comes in front of the defender, the offensive player, picks it off, seals it, takes us to the semifinal.
Um, Coming into this game, I didn't know much about Arizona State. Hadn't heard much. I know of Cam Scatterboo. I know of him, but as a Bama fan, it's always horns down. You know this. But when I saw them, tie the game up, that's when I was rooting for him for real. Saw what Cam could do, saw what Levitt could do, and going into overtime, I really wanted Arizona State to get this win, but they just couldn't get it done. They both teams played really well that game though.
Yeah, they did. Well, I wouldn't say Texas played really well. Texas could blew them out. They had 24-8 lead in the fourth quarter. They blew that lead. They were not playing their best. Their offense had countless opportunities, and they could not do anything. They couldn't run the ball all game. Jaden Blue, Trey Wisner, all game couldn't do anything. All game. Like, it was just like, it was ugly. Like, it was just ugly. But Texas gets the win because their talent is, they have the best defense in the country. They really do. The defense is ridiculous. And they play the winner of my pick to win championship, Ohio State versus Oregon. Now, coming to this game, Ohio State already played Oregon in October, and Oregon won that game 32-31 off of Will Howard being an idiot. And basically, at the end of that game, Will Howard, they had like 6 seconds to go. He drops back the pass. He runs, wastes like 5 seconds, slides at 1 second. Clock runs out to 0. He thought he had time to get a timeout off. He did not, and Oregon wins that game on October 12th. Yeah, it was. I watched that game the whole way through. I wanted Oregon to lose, and they won that game because Will Howard was playing stupid. But he said that it affected him, and he came out here. He was balling. When he balling, he was balling. He was balling. He was balling.
Um, this was a game I didn't catch much of for real, because I was doing stuff, and once I looked up and it was 31-0, I was like, oh,
34-0.
this game is pretty much.
34-0.
It was 34 to no. It was.
It was 34-0 at one point. Yes, it was. He
I'm
wasn't.
talking
He
about
wasn't
when
watching the
I
game.
looked
Like he
up
said
though.
he wasn't watching
But
the
when
game.
I looked up, it was 31-0. Look, no, like it was 31-0 when I looked up. I didn't say it wasn't. They did get to 34-0, and going into the half. Are you rolling your eyes at me?
Bro, go.
All right, going into the half, it's 34-8. I'm thinking, maybe Oregon could get a little bit momentum. They did score coming out the half, but after that, didn't do much more. I think they scored one more time, but that didn't affect much. Um. So yeah, next round, I do think Ohio State will win.
Bro, we
They,
haven't got the yet. We haven't got the yet. What the heck? Can we finish describing the game? Okay,
I,
so no. I'm talking. Okay, so like I said, Will Howard came in with a vengeance. Him and Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Smith is the best receiver in the country as a freshman. He can go to the NFL right now and be the best receiver, top 5 in the NFL. I promise you. What?
not
What you
Emeka
say?
Ibuka actually.
What you say?
Dago. I said Emeka Ibuka, but that's not what I meant.
What are you talking about?
Best receiver.
He
That's
was
not
top
what I
5.
meant.
He was top 5 in the NFL right now. I promise you.
I didn't mean Emeka. I meant
I promise.
Brian Williams.
No, Ryan was not better than Jeremiah Smith. Jordan, it's obvious.
That body control.
Jordan, Ryan Williams is not better than Jeremiah Smith. Who's at home right now watching in the playoffs? Who is at home right now?
Who has a bum quarterback?
It doesn't matter. Will Howard is
Yes,
not.
it
Will Howard is not better than Jalen Murrow.
Huh?
Will Howard is not better than Jalen Murrow. If Jalen Murrow plays the right way, Will Howard is not better than him, Jordan.
You think so?
I think so. Yes.
So you think Jalen Murrow is a better quarterback if he plays
If he
correctly?
plays correctly, yes.
What does he do that you
That's what I
think
was.
is
That's
not
what I was saying. That's
correct?
what I was saying. We're not talking about Alabama, bro. Stop.
All right, go
That's what I
ahead.
was saying. Jeremiah Smith is unguardable. You can't guard him. Nobody can guard him in college. Nobody. Nobody in the country. Like I said, he can leave right now, but unfortunately, he has to stay in college for 3 years, which is the stupidest thing ever. I think he's ready to go now to the
You could
NFL,
say
but
smart move.
no. I think he's
Was
ready to
you
go
for
now. I think he's
okay?
ready to go now. Like I said, all game he torched them for 2 touchdowns, 7 catches, and 171 yards.
No, but look though, if you
Yeah.
coming out your freshman year, you put all your eggs in one basket, you could derail your career off of one season.
People still get hurt in the NFL off of injuries, Joe.
I understand
You
that,
see
but
what
the
happened to
three
Tank
years
Dell.
is to
Tank Dell. What happened to Tank
develop
Dell?
all the way.
What
He's not
happened to Tank
fully
Dell? What
developed.
happened to Tank Dell?
Tank Dale's still good, bro. What?
He's hurt though. He got hurt 2
Trace,
season-ending injuries in 2 years.
Trace,
He
did he
might be out
not get
next year
shot?
too.
Like there was
He
stuff
might be
to
out
add
next year
on to that
too.
though.
What you gotta say?
He got yes 2 season injuries, but this year he went through so much stuff this year though. That's
What you
like
gonna say, Jordan?
did he not get shot?
Tank Dell?
Yes.
Maybe he got. I think yeah, that was a while ago. Wait. That has nothing to do with him getting hurt.
There's certain factors that lead to you getting hurt.
Where he get shot at, Jordan? You don't even know.
I
Okay.
I think
Okay,
in
so
his
that's what
body,
I'm
of
saying.
course.
Jeremiah Smith's body is ready right now for the NFL. No cap. It's ready for the NFL right now. They
Okay.
rolled over Oregon 41-21. Dylan Gabriel, that defense shut him down all day. He couldn't do much. The game was over after the first quarter. They just had to keep playing because obviously, but like the game was over. At halftime it was 34-8. We can't do anything about this. Like so now Ohio State plays Texas, and now we're getting to the prediction part. So here's the bracket currently as it stands. Right now, currently we have
One nation
here's the bracket.
under God,
Bracket right here, Jordan. You see the bracket?
indivisible. Yes, I can see the bracket.
Okay, we have Texas versus Ohio State,
Ohio State's winning.
Penn State versus Notre Dame. Okay,
Notre Dame's winning.
so
Simple.
that's not simple. We got to go into depth, dude. Really?
Okay. Go ahead.
First game, Texas versus Ohio State. You have You have Ohio State. Please tell me why you have Ohio State.
Um, Texas really struggled against Arizona State. They lost to Georgia twice, which is who got blown out by Notre Dame.
They had a
And
starting quarterback, like I just said. You're not listening.
I understand, but they had Carson Beck both games they played Georgia though.
No, he was hurt. He got hurt at halftime. He was not. He didn't play the
The
whole
first
second half.
game,
The second game. The second game, he got hurt and didn't play the whole second half.
but they still beat. All right, they still beat Texas. That's fine for that one. But going back to Texas, I still think that Will Howard, Emeka Ibuka, Jeremiah Smith, they're just too powerful for Texas.
You're forgetting the best running back duo in the country, Quinshawn Judkins and Travion Henderson. They're not. Texas defense is the best in the country though, so I would like to see how they fare against that run game, which is the stifled. It's stifled, like it's stifling. They can't. It's gonna be hard to get it going, basically.
But their defense struggled against one person
Their
in
defense,
the second half of the game and almost sold the game.
the defense is still good though. The defense will fix that. They'll fix that. They're gonna fix that. They're gonna fix that. And on top of that, I have Ohio State as well. But my reasoning is like Jordan did say Jeremiah Smith. Yes, they can't guard Jeremiah Smith, and that's the problem. And then the offense for Texas, Quinn Ewers is inconsistent. I mean, he has Isaiah Bond, Matthew Golden, DeAndre Moore, Gunnar Helm, all these weapons, and yet it's just like it's not clicking every game all the time. Like it clicked at the end of the game last game when they played Arizona State, it clicked. And we can see what he really can do, but against this Ohio State defense, I don't see that happening. They're Texas. I have Texas. Yeah, they're losing right here. Ohio State's a championship. And Penn State versus Notre Dame. Who do you have, Jordan?
Notre Dame, just because of how they looked against Georgia. I really do think that their early loss this year to a terrible team really made them look at stuff differently and push them to be better. And now they have a real chip, and that's why they're going to go to the championship.
Yeah, they lost to Northern Illinois earlier this year. That was if they didn't lose that game, they'd probably been number 1 or number 2 seed in this playoff. And they might not be right now though, because like if they were number one, number two seed, they would have played a team like they might have played actually play Georgia still actually, so maybe it would have been the same. But yeah, I have Notre Dame as well because Penn State, their offense. I mean, yeah, they have two good running backs as well, Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton. But besides that, their weapons on offense. I mean, Tyler Warren, yeah, but besides them three people, their receivers aren't that great, and I think that Notre Dame defense can definitely shut them down. And Notre Dame's offense, which I didn't even really touch on in the game I'm talking about, I didn't touch on them. Jeremiah Love is a really explosive running back that can take off any moment. We saw that, and we saw Riley Leonard basically just use his legs the whole second half versus Georgia. And if they can do that all game, no, Penn State cannot stop all that. So I have Notre Dame winning that, and so it'll be a championship of Ohio State versus Notre Dame, and we'll come back with that later next week. So college football, yeah, I'm excited for those matchups. The Notre Dame game is on Thursday at 7:30, and the Ohio State game versus Texas is on Friday at 7:30. Now on to the next sport, NFL. The playoffs are now set. As
Same
yesterday,
sport,
was
buddy.
set. Okay, same sport, next profession, whatever, level up.
Yeah.
It's set. Now it's set. The playoffs are set
Mm,
yesterday. And I'm excited. Even though my team, the Panthers, didn't make it, yes, we sucked this year. But Bryce Young is the future.
yes. Oh my God.
Bryce Young is
Bryce
the future.
quarterback.
No cap. Bryce Young is the future. We got a quarterback.
Hey,
We are
where'd
going
he
to
come
be
from
ready.
first? Where'd he come from, Torres? Where'd he come from?
I hate. Oh, by the way, guys, you're gonna learn on this podcast. I hate Alabama. I don't
But
like
where'd he
them
come from?
at all. Like I hate them with my whole life. Like I don't care.
Wait,
Like
Torres. Where
no.
did Bryce Young come from?
Yeah, Alabama. I just
Yeah,
told
Bama
you.
boy. Hey.
Okay, but we have our quarterback, and we figured defense out. Our defense was the worst in the league this year. We figured that out. We'll be in the playoffs next year. Trust me. Okay, but NFL playoffs, we are going to discuss these games because, yeah, these are some good games. All right, so Jordan, first game first. We have Buffalo Bills versus the Broncos, Denver Broncos. Who do you got?
Um, Bills, easy. I don't. The Broncos, their most impressive win might have been. I don't want to say Chiefs because they were playing their third strings. Who did they beat this year? They beat the the Bucks, the Saints. They lost the Chargers twice. They beat the Raiders twice. It's not really impressive. Um, they haven't really had too many impressive wins this year, and I don't think they're not really going to stand a chance to a uh 2 seed Buffalo Bill team.
Yeah,
So I would
yeah, right.
I would like to, I would like to see Buffalo Bills in the second round playing Kansas City.
Yeah, Buffalo. I have Buffalo wins game. It's not. I mean, yes, you're right. Denver does not have any impressive wins. They beat up on the Panthers. I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. But Buffalo. The only thing I have problem with Buffalo is their defense. Buffalo defense is a little bit suspect, and Denver's defense is one of the best in the league. So that's the only problem. But Josh Allen is going to tear the defense apart. I'm not worried about that. It's just on the other side, is the defense of Buffalo Bills going to stop Bo Nix and the rest of the offense? I think they'll do just enough, and they will make it to the next round to play the Chiefs. So next we have the Ravens and the Steelers. What you got, Jordan?
Ravens, easy. The only reason why I say Ravens is the Steelers. Yes, they have a winning season have had a winning season every year with Mike Tomlin, but coming into the postseason, their luck hasn't been the same as their regular season, and they haven't really done much. And looking at the Ravens, they beat the Steelers both times this year, right?
No, still beating the first time.
Okay. So Ravens beat them the second time. I think the Ravens gonna get them again. Depending on who the Steelers have at quarterback, and if everybody's healthy with the Ravens.
Jordan, not changing quarterback. What are you talking about? Okay. The
All right,
Steelers are on
Russell
a
Wilson. My
4-game
bad.
losing streak. First of all, George Pickens. Come on, bro. Stop fooling around and stop playing around. Stop throwing hissy fits. And come on, let's ball, bro. Let's ball. Number one. Number two, the defense of the Steelers is not as strong as it's supposed to be. Like, it was supposed to be way better than at the beginning of the year. Best top 5 defense in the league. Now, barely top 10. Like, they're falling apart. Lamar Jackson is finna. That's my MVP, Lamar Jackson. He's finna tear them apart all game long. He's finna run around. Derrick Henry is finna run over them. And the offense of the Steelers is so flat right now that they're not doing anything. Their 4-game losing streak at the end of the season was pitiful to watch. I think I watched every game in that losing streak. It was just like Russ Wilson is old. It's time to retire. Sit down with Sierra, wife and kids. It's time. There's no more leveling up. You get the song, yeah, yeah. Okay, next game. Chargers versus Texans. Now, this game is hard to predict for me, but Jordan, who you got?
Um, right now I have the Chargers mainly because Texans are out of a player in Tank Dell. Even though they do have some decent receivers still healthy, I do want to take the Chargers over them with Harbaugh and them. Yeah. How about you, Trace?
So I number one, they're missing Stephon Diggs as well. Let's not forget that.
I didn't want to just
You just stop.
mess anything up.
Let's not forget that. Okay, I have Chargers because yes, the injuries. It's just the injuries for Houston. They're two. I mean, like two of your top 3 receivers hurt is hard to just pass over. I mean, Nico is still there, yes, but without Tank and Stephon, yeah, I don't see that happening. C.J. Stroud also been in a slump this year. It's a little struggle for him, but yeah, the defense of the Chargers is one of the best. They don't give up many points, and they're going to run the ball all game long on offense. And Texans defense is great to run, but the pass game is suspect. So they're going to get. I think Justin Herbert's going to have a good game, and they're going to advance. Actually, they advanced. They'll play the Chiefs, so they advanced.
Oh,
To play the Chiefs because they're low.
okay.
Okay, and so yeah, I think I have Chargers on that one. But it's a toss up. It can go either way, really. Whoever wins that game is not beating Kansas City, so it doesn't even matter. Next on the NFC side, we have Packers Eagles. Who you got?
I got the. This is a little bit harder, even though the rankings. I'm gonna just go Eagles. I haven't seen a lot of Packers gameplay. Me just going off of the standings. Stop shaking your head back there. I can see you. I'm an athlete. I don't watch a lot of sports, guys. I
Yeah.
haven't seen a lot of Packers gameplay though. I know they've been playing good with Jordan Love. Um, but I've been liking what I've been seeing from the Eagles. So I'm gonna go Eagles going to the next round.
Yeah. So I have the Eagles as well. It's not because Jordan Love has been playing great at the end of the year, but it's just Christian Watson, they're one of the top receivers, tore the ACL yesterday in the game in Chicago. Where he really didn't have to play. They already made the playoffs. They could just rest their stars. They play anyway for positioning, and they still lost the game. So losing him is kind of a hit, and the Eagles defense is dominant, dominant. The whole defense. Now it's not. And we ain't talking about the offense with Saquon Barkley rushing for over 2,000 yards.
Sweaty J.
What?
Josh Sweat.
I said offense.
But you thought when you said the defense.
You late.
Continue though.
On offense, they have Devontae Smith as well as AJ. Stop! Don't even say about Alabama. Devontae Smith.
Who? Oh, Devontae Smith. See, if you would have never brought it up,
Devontae
I would
Smith,
have been.
along with AJ Brown, Dallas Goddard, Saquon, their offensive line is the best in the league. Like they're not. The Green Bay defense is not enough to stop them. They also don't have their top corner, Jair Alexander. out for the year of Green Bay side. I have the Eagles winning that pretty much easily. Now we have Buccaneers versus Commanders rematch from Week 1. Also, Eagles game is rematch as well. Eagles did win that first game, but yeah, next game is rematch from Week 1. So how you feel?
Um, I want to go Washington mainly because the Bucks are a rival. Even though the Bucks have been looking good with Baker Mayfield, um, I think Jaden Daniels might be able to get it done to beat them. Would it be the first time or would it be again? I don't know. I ain't see the matchup.
The first game, Buccaneers won.
Okay, so he might be able to beat them for the first time as a get back.
No, Buccaneers are winning this game. Jaden Daniels isn't ready. I'll keep saying that he's just not ready yet. Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield is the second quarterback in Buccaneers history to throw for 40 touchdowns. The first one was Tom Brady. Like, special season. And nobody's talking about Baker Mayfield. And I'm like, I don't understand he's a lovable guy, but it's whatever. They're winning the first game. They're winning this game. They won the first game by 17. They're winning this game. It's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be a blowout. Washington defense is not that great. Like they've been playing good enough all year, and Jane Daniels has been saving them with his amazing offense. Yes, but they're not. He can't. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. If they can contain Daniels, they got this game. Buccaneers got this game. And next, Rams versus Vikings. This is this. Yeah, who you got, Jordan?
The Vikings. Sam Darnold has also been playing very exceptional with Justin Jefferson, and Jordan Addison still healthy? Please tell me he's still healthy.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and Jordan Addison, hopefully. And I'd have them over the Rams. Puka Nacua has been looking good too.
Who is Puka Nacua? It's Puka Nacua.
Okay, whoever Puka Nacua, he's been looking good this
Puka
year.
Nacua.
um,
Puka Nacua.
but yeah, who was it? Washington put them in that fourth position. Uh, I do think that the
No, you're
Vikings
not. What are you talking
that
about?
win did put them up there. They were already in. I didn't say they weren't in the playoffs.
No, they got fourth position. Washington put who in the fourth position?
L.A.
No, they did not.
Who was it then?
Jordan, just stop. Just who what win the game? You got LA. Why?
I don't got L.A. I got the Vikings.
Okay, why you the Vikings?
Sam Darnold's going to outplay them.
No.
All right, bro. See, look, this
I
is
got
what we. Oh, oh my God, you're
no.
doing it.
I got the Vikings as well, but it's not because Sam Darnold. Because the Vikings defense is elite. Last night they got exposed by the Vikings. I mean the Lions. Lions pressured Darnold every throw. He struggled. 44 completion percentage and 166 yards. Season low in both. He played a pretty bad game, and the Vikings they're gonna win this game because LA defense is not as strong as it used to be. Aaron Donald did retire after last season, so I expect a rematch between the Lions and Vikings in round two. So yeah, that's the playoff first round. Next week we'll come back talk about the next round and predict who we're gonna win that one. So we're going to a segment we like to call "Lose Word with You." Okay, so our uncle is beloved to us, and he was so nice enough to give us a message. So we're gonna play it for y'all, and we hope y'all enjoy.
How y'all doing? I'm Lou with some words that are true. Success can be some mess, but if you keep your mind on the success that you want, then you will understand that that mess is nothing but the process to success. I'm Lou, and I hope you enjoyed these words that are true.
Good word.
Um,
We enjoyed that. What do you think that means, Jordan?
I think that you getting it to success, can be very messy. It's not going to be It's not going to be a straight road. It's going to be bumpy, and I think that's what he's trying to get at, and he's trying to tell you that throughout that mess, there will be success.
Yes, I think that's what it means too. He has a bunch of inspirational speeches. Hopefully, you get to hear more once a week. Hopefully, make that a once a week thing. We don't know. He's up to it. So, okay. As y'all may have heard, there are a lot of coaches getting hired to HBCUs. A lot of former players, started with Dion. Then we had Eddie George at Tennessee State. Then now we have Michael Vick at Norfolk State, and his teammate Deshaun Jackson at Delaware State. So, how do you feel that these coaches are going to impact the game, Jordan?
It's not going to be obviously it's not going to be very immediate. Uh, you know, Dion, of course, kind of leading the way with this HBCU post NFL thing. Uh, I think the one that impacted me the most was the Mike Vick one because we are so close to Norfolk State. But because he doesn't have much coaching experience, I don't know how this job will go for him. What do you think about that one, Thurs?
Mike Vick, I'm glad he got a job here because it was giving exposure. Because if you want to be a quarterback, good quarterback, he was a great quarterback in the league. You come to him, you're gonna be a star. So I think he'll get a bunch of good talent to come to Norfolk State because they lack a lot of talent and they can get some dogs there. Also, my school, we got a new coach because we were 1-11 last year. For actually 1-11 the past 2 years. We had 2 wins 2 years. Yeah, I know, right? We sucked. So we got our former coach Sean Gibbs to come back, and we hired him December 6th, 2024. He coached here for 11 years. He got one of the people he coached was in the NFL. Tariq Cohen in the NFL. He coached him. He's coming back. Hopefully, turn the season around. Turn the team around next year. We can at least have at least 4 wins. That's all I want. 4 wins, at least 4 wins. Because back-to-back wins, 1-year seasons. Come on. Like when I went to a game at the end of the season, it was like empty. There was like a whole section of just nothing sitting there. I'm like, for a football game, I gotta support something like these people. Like, I feel bad for people on the team because they have nobody to like look at them play. It's like embarrassing at this point. But I think it'll make a real good impact. And Deshaun Jackson at Delaware State, I don't know the record from last year, but he could definitely upgrade them because he was an elite wide receiver in his prime. So anybody trying to be a good wide receiver, go to him. As you've seen with Travis Hunter when he went to Dion, even though he didn't finish at Jackson State, he still got the Heisman thanks to Dion. So hopefully, maybe not a Heisman winner player, but they'll have some good players come out of those schools. So I'm excited to see what they do in the future. So we're going to our segment called Youth Athlete Spotlight. My brother, Jordan, it's your 3rd year throwing.
Yes.
So let's tell us about your season so far.
Starting off the season, I started off with a small PR, which it's a PR nonetheless, which is still good. Second meet, another decent PR, but in the last few meets, it's been disappointing to me, and I really think it's going towards my time taking, watching and really trying to perfect my craft, and I need to, get more into depth with all that just so my next meet this upcoming week will go how I would like it to go.
Okay. Hey, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. So hopefully you make it to states this year. Take them grass people down because I'm sick of seeing them win. Yeah. So you trying to make states, right?
Yes, please, yes.
Okay. Hey, watch out for Jordan. He maybe March. Hey, what is it? March? What is it? March 3rd and 4th. He might be a state.
I think so.
Hey, you might have seen him there. Okay, so that concludes our first podcast. It's not gonna be like this was rough, I know, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, next time will be much smoother. Next week when we do it again, much smoother. Don't worry. We are going to have this video out hopefully tomorrow on YouTube, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is Therese and Jordan signing off.